it's ridiculously loud, especially for us on defense.
Yeah.
Green dot guy. So I'm the communicator, and so I'm literally like this the whole time, just acting like a DJ out there, just trying to make sure I get the call and then
Just add in a little.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Wilson Family Playbook, where football meets family and every day is game day.
We're your hosts, Morgan and Logan Wilson, bringing you inside the huddle with stories from the field, life off of it, and everything in between.
Whether it's X's and O's or real talk from the Wilson household, this is your front row seat to our playbook.
Let's dive in.
Welcome back, you guys. Week 3, episode 3. Another win at home. How are we feeling?
Good. 2-0 is always better knowing 2.
So true. And we've been there.
Yeah, we have been there. 2-0 for the first time since 2018. So it's my first time being 2-0 since I've been in the league.
Yeah.
The Bengals. So we'll take them for sure. Especially with how last year went. None of these games went our way. So
yeah,
just finding a way to win at the end of the day, especially during September. Everyone's trying to figure out who they are, what their identity is, different things. So
yeah,
great way to start.
Yeah, I agree. I think it is. It's amazing to come out on top of those games where even though there are struggles and even though everything isn't perfect, we find a way to win. And I think last year with a lot of those games, like you said, we couldn't pull it out at the end, and we were so close every single time. It feels a lot like Super Bowl year in the sense of I feel like that happened a lot that year where we were really close and then we somehow pulled it off in the end.
Yeah, like during the playoffs.
Yeah. And there were a couple games like during the regular season too. I don't know. I just feel like last year it was kind of the same narrative, especially beginning of the season of we're so close but couldn't pull it off. We're so close but couldn't pull it off. So it feels good to pull it off.
Yeah. Yeah, you definitely want to start off 2-0.
Yeah.
Just put you in a better position. And
yeah.
It's always easier to learn from wins than it is from losses.
For sure. Yeah, it gives you that little bit of cushion, I feel like, when the more wins you can put under your belt and stack up, especially come the end of the season, all these in the beginning, they matter.
Yep.
How's your body feeling?
Sore. Got bruises pretty much on every limb of my body. So
I always ask him, I'm like, where did that bruise come from? What happened there? No idea.
I never have an answer. Fingers jammed.
Yeah, you got a fat finger.
It's becoming less fat though since Sunday.
The range of motion is getting better.
We're back.
Yeah, this weekend was fun though. First home game. I was talking to one of the rookies' wives at Bible study this last week. And I was just telling her, I'm like, I'm so excited for you to feel the Bengals stadium for a home game. Because we had the preseason game, which was so much fun, but nothing compares. And yeah, I just feel like the noise that was coming out, I was thinking to myself, like when Joe ran out of the tunnel and like the sounds that were erupting from that stadium, I'm like, we have a pretty dang loud crowd.
And there was a whole lot of orange.
Oh my gosh.
I was looking around, there's like minimal to no teal.
Yeah. I saw one girl in black. I'm like, honey, what are we doing? We're not supposed to be wearing black right now.
Yeah. I mean, it's ridiculously loud, especially for us on defense.
Yeah.
Green dot guy. So I'm the communicator, and so I'm literally like this the whole time, just acting like a DJ out there, just trying to make sure I get the call and then
just add in a little.
Relay the information to our defense, but it's so loud. Sometimes it's like hard to hear the whole call. That's why I have to.
Yeah. I was wondering that on Sunday when the crowd was that loud and I saw you and you were kind of waiting for Al to give you the call. What do you do if it's that loud and like someone doesn't hear you? Like, do guys kind of like relay it to each other? If
Yeah, you have to.
Okay.
If one guy hears the call, you gotta echo the
Yeah.
call to everyone else.
Yeah.
Because we all have to be on the same page, and sometimes when it's that loud, like some calls can sound very similar to the other call that it may not be what we're trying to run, and so
Yeah.
it's important to make sure everyone's on the same page.
Big moments. We had 3 turnovers, 2 turnovers. too. That was huge. I feel like because the first one happened earlier in the game, and I'm pretty sure they had already scored once. They were driving back down the field. Everyone was like, great. Like I felt like they were going to score again. And that turnover seems like it just changed the whole like feeling of the game. At least at that point.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like there were so many possessions on defense, especially towards as the game started to wind down, that we were just like they scored. What did they end up scoring? 27 points?
I think so, yeah. The final score was 26?
I think it was
31-27.
It's 27. But we forced punts. We got a turnover on downs. We got like a couple picks, and I just think that there's still so much room that we need to improve on, and growth that we need to have going into this next week. But it's always all the coaches we talked to was like, we got none of these wins last year, so
yeah,
just enjoy them because they're so hard to come by in this league, and so you have to understand that, and then also understand what you need to improve on.
Yeah.
And that's just kind of been our mindset. Like it goes back to college when my college coaches used to always say it's like the 24-hour rule. Like you get 24 hours to soak it in and enjoy the victory, and then it's on to whoever you're playing the next week. And so
yeah,
we're already on to Minnesota.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, just like we were talking about, you've got to celebrate them because they don't always go that way. And I think, like what you said, there is still so much room for improvement. I think that teams in September and October, I mean, they're not to their full potential yet. And so to even be pulling out those victories, knowing that we have this much room for growth is huge.
Yeah. Yeah. And guys stepped up. Obviously, with Joe going down, it sucks.
Mm-hmm.
And hopefully we get him back at some point in the season.
Yeah.
But Jake, I feel like even though he threw some interceptions, like he just kept battling.
Yeah.
His back was against the wall, and he just kept fighting and fighting.
Yeah.
He just stayed aggressive and stayed his usual typical self that we know he's capable of being. And so it was just good to see the offense rally around him and honestly just find a way to win.
Yeah. We're pretty lucky to have such an incredible backup quarterback. The times that Joe has gone down or gotten injured, I mean, Jake has pulled through, and he's so talented, which is a blessing for the Bengals and Cincinnati to kind of have that. Yes, it sucks Joe went down, and Joe is incredible, but we have so much talent in Jake too.
Yeah. So obviously it's going to be different going forward until we get Joe back. But in the meantime, like, we have the confidence in Jake that he can go out and execute our offense.
Yeah.
At the level it's capable of being executed at, especially with the weapons we still have. So.
What was that feeling like on the sideline when you saw Joe go down?
It's hard because you don't fully know what it is.
Yeah.
What's going on.
Yeah.
Was it an ankle? Was it
Yeah.
a toe?
Is he cramping? Like,
is it as bad as it could be?
Yeah.
Like you just honestly don't know. And then whenever you go on the TED, like, it's never a great thing, but it's not always the end of the world.
No.
It's just to get evaluated with some privacy. And so, once he was, I think I saw he was ruled out on the
big screen. Yeah.
Yeah. And wasn't sure what that means because, like, a lot of times, like, turf toe doesn't last as long.
Yeah.
It's only
It can be more minor.
things.
Yeah.
Everyone's got different severities of it. Unfortunately, he has to have surgery, as everyone knows, in the public eye right now.
Yeah.
He's going to attack rehab and be back.
Oh, 100%.
As usual.
Yeah. We didn't really know, obviously, what was going on from our viewpoint. We knew it was obviously lower extremity, but we kind of were like, did he cramp really bad? Like, is it an ankle sprain? I obviously didn't think it was anything toe related, but I was talking to Robin, his mom, and she told me toe, and she was like, hopefully it's only like a couple weeks out, but I don't think they knew the severity of it at that time. And but yeah, I mean, it happens. That's the crappy part about playing such a physical, demanding game, is that injuries are kind of part of it, which is just the crappy part. I mean, you can't avoid them.
You can control.
Yeah. Whether they're minor injuries or big injuries, like they're going to happen. But I'm excited for Jake. His fiance, Steph, she's so sweet. And for her, I'm excited for her to get to watch him play and for him to get that exposure and get out on the field. And yeah, I think that we're going to be just fine.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. We talked about the crowd a little bit, but I do want to touch on that a little more because I know last week we talked about how Cincinnati is almost like a college game day feel. And we were sitting up in our suite and I was looking around. It was while we were singing the national anthem right before the flyover and just looking at all of the orange and looking at, I mean, it's just passion. Like people are going absolutely crazy. It was so cool to see. And I know that other NFL teams probably can say the same thing. And I just feel like the feeling in Cincinnati is so different. And the city truly like rallies around the Bengals like none other.
Well, yeah, that was epitomized by the amount of orange that was,
Yeah.
I guess like
Yeah.
the team just was asking everyone to wear orange for the orange out.
Yeah.
It didn't look like there was very much non-orange
Yeah.
colors.
No, very, very few.
I mean, that just speaks volumes to the type of people that
Yeah.
rally behind our team.
Yeah. And it was cool too because towards the end of the game, I mean, I don't know how you were feeling, but it did have that like doomsday feel a little bit of like, oh my gosh, are we going to pull this out? I mean, we were behind at that point and not much time left on the clock. But one thing I noticed was how many people stayed because a lot of people could have left. At that point, it's like, I'm going to go beat traffic. I'm going to like get home, you know, but so many people were sticking it out. And then Jake's, what was it? 92 yard game-winning drive. I mean, there were 2 fourth downs, weren't there? There was like a 4th and
I know there was
3 and I think like a 4th and 5 or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about that a little bit in our meetings about like showing the people leaving late in the game,
Yeah.
like walking out, and it was just like these guys didn't necessarily believe in us, but like,
They didn't give up though.
that's why it's like it reemphasizes the point of like only we got. Like,
Yeah.
it's us against the world. Like no one else's opinion should matter, but the guys
Yeah.
in the locker room.
Yeah.
Because we believed in each other and we believed we could find a way to win.
Yeah.
We're a very resilient football team on Sunday.
Yeah. Now, what's Jacksonville's head coach? What's his name?
Liam Cohen.
Do you agree with his call to go for it on, it was 4th and whatever instead of kicking it, 4th and 5? Because if they would have scored a touchdown, it would have forced us to have to score. But if they would have, or if they just went and kicked a field goal, right? Wasn't that?
I mean, they were up 3, and if they kicked a field goal, they were
Yes.
up 6.
Sorry, that's what it was. If they would have kicked a field goal, we would have had to go down and score. But they were like, let's just go and...
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not in the business of making coaching decisions.
No, I'm not either, but I'm clearly, I mean, I know some stuff about football. I'm no expert, but in that moment, I guess I would rather look at point security. But if they score a touchdown, they just won the game. So,
Yeah, well,
I mean...
everyone's got their own philosophies.
Yeah. I see it both ways.
Coaches that favor data over
Yeah.
situation. Like there's so much data and analytics.
Yes.
There. It's
Like, what's the
on this
probability
team,
that we
you
could
should
make
go
it?
for if the ball's on this yard line, it's just
Yeah.
like, some coaches believe in that a lot more than other coaches.
Yeah.
So it just depends on the coach and his scheme and his philosophy.
Funny enough, that's what Liam Cohen said at the end of the game. Was
Okay.
he said the analytics 100% of the time tell you to go for that, and that's why he ended up going for it.
Okay.
Because if you get it, you win the game.
100%.
You took a knee. That was kind of his rationale at the end of
Okay.
it was
Yeah.
all analytics, and that's kind of his MO.
Yeah. And I think that's with any coaching major call. You're either you made the worst choice of your life or you are celebrated. You took a chance on your team and they made it and you won the game. So it's like, it's going to go one or the other ways, and you hope it's obviously the one where you win the game. But for me, I was just kind of shocked because I'm like, dang, you could kick the field goal here and force us to have to score instead of just being able to go down and tie it. Obviously, either way, we ended up scoring a touchdown and it didn't even matter. But one of Logan's best friends, he was in our wedding. They went to college together. He plays for Jacksonville, and his parents were sitting up in our suite with us. And I told them from the beginning, I was like, I'm cheering for the Bengals, but I'm cheering for Dewey. And he had one of the interceptions that Jake threw. And I started cheering, which is horrible, I know. But to see Dewey get an interception, I was like, I'm so dang proud of him. Obviously, I hated that for us and our team. But it's so cool to see like your best friend's also thriving out there. And I mean, he's kicking butt in Jacksonville. So
Yeah.
you probably weren't celebrating, but I just was so happy for him.
Yeah. After the game, after we won.
Yes. Then you can celebrate.
Yeah, not really celebrate. Just give knocks.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the nature of playing in the league. And
I know.
friends and former teammates is like you root for them when you're not playing.
Yeah. Yeah. But when you play against them, then yeah. All right. We have a tough schedule coming up. We are away 3 of the 4 of our next games.
Away, home, away.
Yeah. We're in Minnesota, in Denver, home against Detroit, and then I don't know where we go. Green Bay after that. It's a tough stretch coming up.
One at a time.
One at a time. One of my favorite, Jess Sims, she's a Peloton instructor. She always says line them up and knock them down. So whether you have like 10 sprints in front of you, you do one at a time, you line them up and you knock them down. And I feel like that's a good way to approach like, yes, we have like this stretch, but I'm focused on this one and I'm going to knock it down. Then the next one, you knock it down.
Yeah, you have to, especially in this league. Every week is like a blur because they're all very similar.
Yeah.
They're structured, how practice is like
Yeah.
throughout the week. And then it's just like one game after the other. And like we're already talking about week 3.
I know. Training camp. I know. That's crazy.
So
With, I don't know if you saw it or not, but they announced this week that J.J. McCarthy's out for the Vikings. Does that change any preparation for you guys? It looks like it's going to be Carson Wentz at quarterback. How do you approach that? You know, you just found it out yesterday, obviously, but how does that change things kind of moving forward this week?
I think, I mean, the Vikings they're still going to run their normal offense. They might have some new little nuances tailored to Carson Wentz and what his strengths and weaknesses are within that game plan. But for the most part, they're still going to run the same scheme. You know, it just might have to, you know, I think that Carson's still a good quarterback and a good backup quarterback. And so he's going to, you know, give us everything he's got on Sunday in Minnesota. And I've heard Minnesota's a really tough place to play.
I'm excited for you to get.
But I've just heard it's really loud. Like even in our meeting, Zach mentioned he's like, this is a loudest stadium specifically for our offense.
Yeah.
And when they're on defense,
Yeah.
it's a dome, and it's just like the sound doesn't escape the stadium. It just stays in it and echoes off every single wall.
It'll be cool though. I've heard that stadium is so cool to play in.
Yeah, I've heard the same thing. So we shall see.
Yeah. I know, I'm kind of jealous. That is one stadium that I would love to see. When Hakeem was there, Kayla always said it was amazing. I mean, you see them, what is it, Skull? Is that what they say?
Yeah.
You see them do that chant, and it does. It looks electric and loud. But I mean, think about Arrowhead. And I mean, you guys have played in such loud stadiums before. It'll be, you just prepare for it. And yeah.
Artificial crowd noise at practice this week, that's for sure.
Yeah. Do they do that?
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
The offense goes, we have speakers. And they just
blast it. Makes me think of.
For us to have conversations while the offense is.
Can you turn that down a little bit?
What?
Makes me think of COVID. Like when you would play in empty stadiums and it was artificial crowd noise.
Cardboard cutouts of fans. What are we doing?
Yeah, that's crazy. But that's smart though. I mean,
Different time.
yeah, it's going to prepare them for what it'll be like there, at least in some ways.
Yeah, you got to do it so they can practice all the silent count
Yeah.
things and audibles they need to worry about.
Yeah.
You were talking about how loud it is in Cincinnati for the defense when you guys are on the field. Is in some ways, is it almost easier for you to play on the road with the green dot and because everybody's quiet for you? Is there something to that?
Sometimes, I mean, it definitely is easier in terms of communication to communicate on the road than it is at home because of being. You like it in a sense when you're at home because it affects the offense as well. But it's like. It's like you get the best of both worlds. You're going somewhere in a way and you're like, all right, well, we can just communicate, be on the same page. And like most home games, I come home, I feel like my voice is lost. Like it's just
for sure.
Just like, help me, please. It's like, the SpongeBob SquarePants movie when they're drying out, they're like, water. That scene?
Yes.
That's what it reminds me of.
Yeah.
My voice. I just need something to just ease my
take a tablespoon of honey,
something, more water.
Yeah, I feel like it kind of, I can see both sides of it. I can see that side, like calling the play is probably way easier, but in terms of like the defense feeding off of the noise, like you probably lose that when you're at an away game because you don't have that crowd noise.
So I'm saying it's like the best of both.
Yeah,
there's pros and cons to
for sure
and playing home.
Yeah. Who did Carson Wentz play for before? Yeah.
The Eagles.
Okay. His name sounds, I mean, obviously I've heard his name before, but it just sounds very...
Yeah, he played for the Eagles, and then I think he's bounced around on some teams the last few years.
Okay. What happened to their starting quarterback?
Ankle. Sprained his ankle.
High ankles? I don't know if it was a high ankle sprain, but... Those things last, like when you think, oh, I just sprained my ankle. Like those things are painful.
Bad and painful. They just take, that area just doesn't get very much blood flow. So
yeah,
takes a while. Really hard to get it to heal faster.
Yeah.
Normal.
Didn't you have a high ankle sprain one year?
My rookie year.
You got on special teams, right? Yeah.
Yeah, rolled up on.
Yeah.
Was out for like 3-4 weeks, but then well, I was out the rest of the year. I think it was the last 3 weeks of the year. And even into off season, like I had to go I was doing rehab that was when we were in Laramie.
Yeah.
On it, like the whole off season, because I was like, this thing's just taking forever.
Yeah.
Just getting needles stuck in here. So like my Achilles, like all around that area. They just take forever.
Well, yeah, that's what we went to the chiropractor this morning, and our chiropractor's wife, she broke or fractured a bone in her foot. And she really doesn't want to have surgery on it. So they got some device to like put blood flow to her foot because she was like, it just takes forever to heal because there's no blood flow in that area. Yeah, that's brutal. Okay, what does this week look like? Today's off day. Oh my gosh, wait, we have to share our paintings. So last night they do like a couples Bible study. And last night they like kicked off the season with it, and they do a paint your partner night. And so I had to paint Logan, and you share yours, and Logan had to paint me, and we couldn't see them till the very end.
Let's just say that I'm not an artist. I'm not Picasso.
Okay, you want to share yours first?
Decides to judge me, just take that into...
Okay, I will say though, his compared to a lot of them, BJ Hill, I'm sorry, but you made your wife look like a crack addict.
You had to call him out because he...
Dax Hill, I mean, Priscilla's neck looked like it was 2 feet long, and then her arms were like this.
There was like some, like
Meg P. Ryan, Samaje P. Ryan.
I was like, okay, now we have Picasso.
No, you guys, it was literally, I mean, a spitting image.
Jonathan and Lauren.
Yeah.
Probably
as a couple,
like, of creating their...
Yeah, they were so good. It was so fun though, and like literally just a night of laughing, no football talk, just spending quality time. They had babysitters, so like all the kids were downstairs.
That was controlled chaos down there. Not even, I know about control. Maybe just chaos.
It was just chaos. They were safe, but it was chaos.
How many kids were down there? 10?
10 to 15. And it's like ages from probably 8 to 10. Because I think Noelle and Vinny's girls are, you're showing it. Noelle and Vinny's girls are a little bit older to like,
Everyone was
I don't know what the youngest one, but
like, you could hear there was like kids randomly screaming or crying. I was like trying to figure out if that was their kid.
I know, like, oh, that's not my kid crying.
That shit was crying. Oh, great.
Well, in Cambry, she's a pacifier baby. We call it her Ma because,
She called it her man.
well, I should say, so we mimic our golden retriever's voice all the time. And when she was newborn, we would say like, oh, she got her pacifier. So that was Olaf saying pacifier.
We checking his eyelids for cracks.
Yeah, he's sleeping right now. And so we always called it her massifier. Well, then she just started calling it her mash, like, Ma, where are you? She lost her pacifier. Gracie found it in their living room, so it was somewhere.
She found it?
Yeah, she texted me today. But so she's downstairs in the basement. It's 7:00 at night. She had taken a nap, a 45-minute nap that day. So no pacifier, screaming, crying. And I'm like,
As most parents know, if naps are off during the day, just have one at night.
it's brutal. Okay, you want to show yours first? You have to show it in front of your microphone, though.
No, I'm going to hide it behind the microphone.
Okay, this is me, and I'm not sure if I should be offended or proud.
I just am not. My sketch with the pencil was really.
It's the outline of my jaw with the.
Just listen to me. The outline of this when I sketched it with the pencil looks way better, but when you have to paint over it, like I don't know how.
Like the contouring of it.
I can't.
That's okay.
Yeah, it's just pretty.
Brutal.
It's not.
It's so much worse though. So like my goal going into this was just not be the worst.
And you were not the worst. I think, well, Evans of Gracie's was pretty bad too.
It
was like a.
If anyone has watched Courage the Cowardly Dog, if anyone knows the grandma in Courage the Cowardly Dog, is like that's what Evans looked like. Was that?
Her
My
her
little
chin
picture.
was like completely
Explain.
like triangle pointed down, and I don't know what the nose was.
She had blue, like full on blue eyes, like she was some evil. Like I'm telling you, it's like
There was no whites in her eyes.
She blew up his spot on Instagram too. That wasn't very nice. She posted it. Of course, we're showing them now, but
I know.
But she called him out. It was pretty funny.
So if you're
he
listening,
shared it like he was proud of it.
I know. If you're listening to this on podcast or Apple Podcasts or Spotify, you need to go to our YouTube channel so you can actually see what these look like. But this one is mine. I don't think I did horrible.
No, I just have some nice, maybe like Botoxed lips a little bit. So, right,
You have big lips.
dude?
You have juicy lips.
Large Mars than Party Mars.
I know, but you have like very juicy lips. You do.
They just look a little doxy.
Do you get Botox in your lips? You don't even you get filler in your lips, not Botox.
Yeah, well, it's all the same.
I don't know. I've never had a single ounce of any filler or Botox. So.
Neither have I. I was probably saying it wrong, but I don't care.
You have Botox in your lips? That means Botox like kills the nerves, I think, so you can't move it. So if you had Botox in your lips, you literally wouldn't talk like that.
That'd be tough.
So yeah, those were our paintings. It was just fun. I'm really excited for couple study this year. I think it'll be such a fun environment to grow with your teammates and their significant others and just get to know each other better, learn from each other in a non-football environment.
Yeah.
Yeah. It'll be fun. All right. I just can't decide if we should throw these away or keep them.
You're probably gonna want to keep them because you're gonna be like, when family comes into town, you're gonna be like, guys, whose is better?
You know what we should do? We should hang them up downstairs in our little collage wall of all your football stuff.
We could put it by Cambry's abstract.
Logan, I hate to do this to you, but nobody's going to ask which one's better. She's not going to have to ask anybody.
I was saying, then we can figure out who does that.
It is abstract art. Neither one of us are artists. I think we both got the more athletic genes than the
Artiste genes.
artiste genes. Okay. Friends in the NFL. I want to go back to this a little bit. Joe, Bocce, Indy, they're 2-0 too.
Yeah.
Like, he's absolutely killing it out there. We talked about Dewey a little bit too, but it is so fun to get to watch people that you have either, I mean, well, all of them you've played with, but met in the league, and they're just thriving.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't able to watch the Colts game.
Yeah.
But just saw the end of it with the penalty at the end.
Yeah.
It's the original game-winning field goal, and then got called for leveraging, and then Bray kicked it and right down the middle.
Yeah.
It's a good win for him. I think they're like I just saw some stat. They've not punted in the first 2 games, and they've scored on like 10 straight. I think they've scored every possession.
Yeah.
Through the first 2 games.
Who's their quarterback?
Daniel Jones,
Okay.
who he was in New York.
Okay.
He's playing really good football.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel like Indy is one of those underdog teams that, like, you didn't really hear about in years past. And I mean, they're kicking butt right now.
Yeah. Their running back's good. They got the rookie tight end out of Penn State,
Yeah.
Warren, who's really good.
Yeah.
Line's good. They got good receivers. I mean, and obviously they got good defense.
They got Joe Bocce
And they got Lou Dini and Batch.
in bed. Yeah. Yeah. They're killing it.
And they just got Chad Muma.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Logan played with Chad Muma at Wyoming. He was in Jacksonville, got cut, and then picked up by Indy, which I think was honestly probably a good thing for him. Obviously, it sucks getting cut, but I just think more opportunity. Same with Joe. Like, no one wanted him to leave. Broke my heart. I literally cried real tears. But like, to see him thriving there and to like get that starting spot, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, it was cool being up with Andrew's dad in the box. They were really quiet for most of the game. They behaved very well with us up there. But when that interception happened, we sounded like a Jaguars box. It wasn't our best moment. But
they were given direct orders by Dewey.
Yeah,
Be respectful.
But I'll tell you, when the interception happened, it was a cool moment to see how proud his dad was. His phone was blowing up.
Yes.
At that time we weren't very happy because we thought it probably meant the end of the game.
Yeah.
But kind of worked out for everybody.
Yeah.
That's the inside scoop of when you have a friend in a former team. And we literally were at Wyoming all 4 years.
Yeah.
Recruiting class.
Yep.
For 4 years together. I was there for another half of a year because I actually redshirted. But we came in the same class, and so we really got to know each other. He's a Colorado kid, and it's just always good to see him. Saw him at Josh's wedding this last summer.
Yeah.
Was hopeful that Josh was gonna be able to make it, but they had some stuff come up. So we were the whole crew back together.
Yeah.
So
he went undrafted too, right?
Yeah.
He's one of those cool stories that you hear about of like didn't get drafted, but at one point he was the highest paid special teams player in the league, wasn't he?
I think so. When he signed his extension.
Yeah.
And now he's in year 7.
Yeah.
6 for me. Yeah. So
just really cool. Like, obviously, when you're going into the draft, like every player wants to hear their name called and get that phone call. But for Dewey, like, he didn't get drafted, but he's just worked his butt off and has made a name for himself. I was talking to, so his mom and dad were in the suite, and then their friends from Jacksonville came, and I can't remember her name, but the friend, the wife, mom, I don't know if she's a mom. I think she's a mom. She was saying that like Dewey can't go anywhere in Jacksonville without being noticed. And I'm like, well, it's the hair. No, but he's made a name for himself. And I think that's the same thing with Joe. He had a really unfortunate time. It was his junior year of college, right? Because he didn't play his senior year, right? Joe Bocci.
Anyway,
I thought maybe it was the last semester. I think he played his didn't play his senior season, but then declared for the draft in December. Like he went straight to college that semester. Yeah. Like I think that he went to college.
talking about the draft and college. Now you're confusing me.
I mean, I'm confusing myself. I just know he either, I don't know if it was the last semester. Anyway, he didn't play his senior season because he failed a drug test because he took some pre-workout of some sort that he didn't know would show up on a drug test. And so he was projected to go pretty high in the draft and then ended up going undrafted. And same thing, has made a name for himself. Now he's a starting linebacker in Indy. And so it just goes to show that like hard work pays off. So yeah, it's fun to see your friends thriving.
4 NFL players in that recruiting class is what his dad told me at Wyoming. Shout out Wyoming, by the way. They got beat this weekend, but really had they gave Utah everything they wanted in the first half of that game.
Yeah, I wasn't sure how it was going to go. But I think we were only down 3-0 at halftime. And so, I mean, I was messaging Zach Moss, who used to play. He was playing here for a little bit, and he played at Utah. And I was just messaging him. I was like, big one tonight, and he's like, I've heard Laramie's a tough place to play. And I was like, yeah, I mean, it is. It can be a tough place for a away team to come into.
Yeah.
It's always rocking. And like the altitude comes into effect there.
Oh, 100%.
Obviously we didn't win, but Utah's was a very solid football team.
Yeah.
For a while, so.
Yeah. I wonder.
You gotta look.
I think Wyoming is also one of those underrated schools that, I mean, they produce a lot of talent. I mean, Josh Allen, I know he didn't go there all 4 years, but his prime playing years, he was at Wyoming, and
going back to that before, who was the 4? Dewey.
That's still playing in the league?
Well, from our recruiting class that Dan.
Oh.
I think from our class, because I'm trying to think if was Josh considered my class because he came in early, because he was in that spring semester.
He named Josh. Yes, he named.
I think that's what. So Josh was.
Was he 2019 to get drafted, or was he 2018?
18.
18. Okay. So you played 2 years without him.
Yeah.
Okay.
I played my redshirt freshman and redshirt sophomore year with him.
With it. Okay.
And then he declared after the Potato Bowl sophomore year.
Okay. I don't know who the 4th. What's the safety?
Marcus?
Was he your class?
No, because he redshirted and then left when Dewey left.
Oh, Carl Granderson? Is he?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah.
He was a $170 when he got there. Now he's like in New Orleans.
Yeah. That's another player that he's freaky good. That's insane. What were you when you went into college?
I was like 195 pounds.
You were pretty skinny. You were tall and not skinny, but you weren't what you are now. You were tall and lean.
Yeah. Yeah, I was 195 pounds because I think I played my senior year of high school football at 205.
Okay.
But then like basketball season.
Yeah, cardio.
Yeah, track. I didn't want to be running hurdles. Every other hurdler was like 150 pounds. Just 195 pounds trying to keep up with them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got to Laramie at 195 and left at 240.
Yeah. It's hard work.
Yeah. Well, some years I was maybe a little fat just because he's just like.
No, I look back to
that. You did that era where it's like, all right, every night before bed, make sure you chow food and guzzle a protein shake before bed. And pretty soon you're like bulked up like a freaking chipmunk with your cheeks. Like that's the biggest thing I noticed once
your face
get to a weight where I could just maintain. It was like my face weight, just kind of the fat. Just kind of.
I think you were inflamed too. I don't mean that in a mean way, but you were eating biscuits and gravy and McDonald's and
$50 in your wallet, and you're like,
I can go get $5.99 meal and
go out drinking with the boys, and then you need to get some sort of Mexican, not Monzas, is that what it was?
Yeah, they got in the drug cartel.
But
burritos and
I remember the California one. It literally had French fries in it, I think.
oh, plain sour cream,
Yeah.
money.
When we were dating, so we started dating officially in September of your last year at Wyoming. And I remember every single night you would bring home a bagel and a Greek yogurt from the training table. And I would go upstairs and I think so. And I'd toast your bagel for you and put almond butter on it. Vanilla Justin's almond butter. I even remember. Or maybe it was the honey one. Anyway,
For little change up week to week.
every night you had the same snack.
How long it lasted.
I feel like at that
Well, that's
point,
because I wouldn't buy anything. I would just
yeah,
go to our nutrition station.
yeah, which is smart.
Like, might as well use it.
Yeah,
It's open for my taking.
yeah,
So just take advantage of everything they had to offer.
yeah. I feel like at that point was when you were starting to get a little bit more into nutrition too.
Yeah, and at that point I had way more time. Like, I think because there was
You only had one class.
all my class,
I know.
literally chilling. Like, I didn't have enough credits to technically be a student to go to other sporting events, like to volleyball match,
yeah.
like anything else. And so I ended up being able to go in.
Yeah.
Like, technically, if I scanned my student ID, like, they'd have been like, yeah, you're not really a full-time student, so
You're not allowed to come in.
get in.
You're like, well,
But there's the only reason I could do that was because that's all I needed to graduate
yeah,
my last semester. And so it was really nice for my senior year of football to just have one online class and, like, sleep in, go to breakfast, dude.
oh, I remember.
But I think it was pretty
Oh,
Someone's at the front door.
ding dong.
okay.
We were just talking about this. Ordering packages and having no idea what's showing up at your house.
It's literally scheduled programming. Amazon packages just drop at your doorstep, just pretty much.
Every day.
Yeah, and we were just talking with Jake before we started this, and I was like, I don't even know what half of the stuff is when it comes in. Like, oh yeah, remember ordering that.
I ordered that at 9 p.m. the other night.
Ordering on Amazon is the dumbest and easiest thing to do.
Oh my
You
gosh.
just go on there and you just hit
Order now.
order now.
And
That's
it's there in
That's all you hit is one button.
12 hours.
If that. Sometimes it's like, oh yeah, it'll be here between 2 and 5, and it's like 10 a.m.
Yeah. I know. It's like,
All right, y'all. Let's get into some questions. Yeah.
okay.
First and foremost, again, week 2, this thing just keeps growing, getting bigger. Our engagement's incredible. We're super thankful for everybody that's out there that's watching, listening, commenting.
We love you guys.
subscribing. Keep doing it. Keep coming for us. Keep sharing it. That's huge. So we love hearing from you all. So, Morgan, hit us with a couple of questions we got today.
We're going to search through them.
I was going to say, these are like live, you guys, because I haven't even gone through them. I forgot to post it yesterday, so I posted it this morning. So I'm just going to kind of pick a few. Let's see. Okay, so someone said, the jungle was rocking, especially when our defense is out there. Does this impact the defense with their communication, or do they like it / are used to it? And I feel like we kind of
Question.
yeah, we touched on it, but it's super cool to like see other people noticing too of like how loud it was.
Watching the game and they see me like this, just know that the jungle is rocking because I have to make sure I get the call.
I'll even say see Joe do that too.
Yeah, you
Um,
literally have to.
Yeah,
Because it just, if you don't do that, the sound just escapes.
where the earpiece isn't actually in your ear. It's
So there's like these little, right here, there's like crevices in your helmet.
yeah.
There's no pads. And that's where they essentially Velcro them in there.
So it's not even directly by your ear.
No, but I think that there's an actual like
Speaker maybe.
speaker behind, not the jaw pad, but like just right around your ear on this, whatever this pad would be called, right above your ear.
Yeah.
And so it echoes.
Okay.
Is that two-way? Can you talk back, or is it you're just hearing?
Can you please repeat the call?
No, that's there is no.
So there's no arguing about what the play call
Yeah.
is.
And once it's 15 seconds, like it's like there was a time I think he got a call out maybe just a little late, or he was trying to say something to me late, and I heard it cut out, and I looked over at the play clock, and it was like 14 seconds.
Oh.
Yep, there it is.
So then what do you do in a situation like that?
Well, he had the call in. It was just like I don't know if he was trying to say something or re-emphasize.
Oh, okay. Okay.
It cuts out.
You're like,
right
sorry,
there.
coach.
Why is it? Because I've had issues with my mic not working.
Oh.
Like the first game, was it the preseason game? Yeah, it was the first preseason game. This is why you play the preseason.
True.
My headset wasn't working, so we had to go to like all these verbal, or not verbal, visual calls.
Mm.
But it was good that we had those installed and understood what we needed to do. But
Yeah.
it was like, hey, we can't have this stuff
During a game.
during the game.
So during a meeting, you guys practice that of like a visual call in case your mic were to go out?
And there's just a select amount of calls that are
Okay. Like me.
because that's like worst case scenario.
For sure.
And at some point, if it was like a really long drive, like they'd probably have to call timeout and get me
A new helmet.
yeah,
Yeah.
or a new microphone
Yeah.
or headset or whatever you want to call it, the whole
Yeah.
hearing device. that goes in your helmet.
Yeah. All right. How is the team handling the news of Joe?
I feel like we already addressed that one too.
Yeah, I guess more so I think they're like locker room, like what's like the vibe with everyone?
Well, I think everyone still knows we have a lot to play for.
Yeah.
We're 2-0. We're not 0-2.
Yeah.
It's him going down. And so we just got to try to control what we can on a week-to-week basis and do as good as we can until he comes back.
Yeah. And I think, like I said, too, that confidence in Jake, too. Like, knowing that he's such a talented player, too.
He's literally done this before.
Yeah.
Like the year, not last year, but the year before.
Yeah.
Like we were right on the edge, right on the cusp of making the playoffs.
Yep. Yeah.
Playing for us. And he's just going to, the more he plays, the more comfortable he's going to get and the better he's going to play. So
Yeah.
that's just kind of human nature.
Yeah.
The more you play, the more comfortable you get with stuff like that.
What made...
He has played a lot for us, but
Yeah.
just repetition.
Okay. Confidence. What made you guys know you were ready to have kids? That's a really good question. I think, correct me if I'm wrong. So we got married in 2022. I think you would have had kids right away. Like, I think so because of when we got married July 9th, and then I think we moved back to Cincy within the next like week and a half, and then our best friends got married back in Casper that we then flew back for. So we just didn't really have a lot of time between when we had our wedding to when we had to be back here. And then we had a bunch of stuff going on in between that. So we didn't get to, well, that's what I was going to say. Like, so we didn't get to go on our honeymoon before the season, which honestly highly recommend, like, to just kind of push it out because I feel like you get more to look forward to. But we went on our honeymoon in, was it March of then 2023?
Yeah, was it end of February?
End of February, early March. We scheduled it for like in case we were to like go far in the playoffs or something like that. So I wanted to wait for sure until we went on our honeymoon and we could just like enjoy ourselves. And then I ran a half marathon that year. So I was like,
In April.
yeah, I was like, I want to run my half marathon. And then it had been about a year of marriage. And I think the thing that people don't understand is like there's never a perfect time. I think that there's always going to be like, well, we still want to do this. We still want to do this next thing. We like want to accomplish this. There's always going to be something. And so I think that we just knew like we want to have kids and we know that there's never going to be a perfect time in life. So we're going to just do it and learn and bring her along. And so, yeah, I mean, I don't think that there was like a single moment where we were like, okay, like now we're ready. Because even like when we started trying for Cambry, I was like, oh my gosh, are we ready? Like you'll always have that, I feel like, tinge of, ooh, I don't know if we're ready yet. Or I don't know if we're ready for the next kid yet. But
there's just never a perfect time.
yeah.
there's always going to be something that comes up that you can make an excuse for it.
Yeah.
You don't want to. And then, but like the other reason that we thought was cool is like for her to be able to say she's been to some Bengals games. Like,
Yeah.
and she's born in Cincinnati, like where we started our family, and for her to be able to like forever have that, or us at least to have that memory of
Yeah.
coming to football games.
Yeah.
Like that's something that'll never be able to be taken away.
No.
So
Yeah.
that's one thing, another thing that kind of came to our mind.
Yeah. It'll be a cool story for her, like when she gets to school and they ask the question of like, share a couple facts about yourself. She could say like, I was born in Cincinnati, Ohio. You know, like back when we're wherever we settle down, somewhere out west. I feel like, yeah, it'll be cool. But I think no matter what, no matter if you feel like it's not the right time or you think it is the right time, like God's gonna have your back and create the perfect environment when the baby's here and you figure it out. Let's see. Do you have a favorite coffee shop in Cincinnati? Someone asked that.
Well, favorite coffee shop?
Yeah,
Well, if I do, I don't feel like I really get coffee.
I know.
I have such good coffee.
I know.
It's like, I'm just gonna get that. It's all called Life Boost coffee.
Oh yeah,
It's
so good.
are just so good.
Yeah,
So many different flavors, and they have seasonal flavors that they come out with, and I really don't. I'm like trying to think of a
Coffee Emporium is really good.
yeah,
I feel like that's probably the most popular around here.
but like I really don't know the last time I went and got a coffee.
Well, you also just don't have the time.
No.
It's not like you have a slow morning where you can walk on down to the coffee shop and get a coffee and go for a walk.
You know, occasionally on like a Saturday, if we're at home, like I'll run to Starbucks,
Yeah,
grab a coffee, but
yeah.
I haven't done that.
I would say Coffee Emporium for me. I really like that. Ideal situation. Where do you live post NFL? Whoa. We're just getting deep here.
Somewhere back west, preferably in Woodland.
Yeah. We actually went and visited Sheridan, Wyoming, this last summer. I could move there tomorrow. Live on land, homeschool our kids.
You got it all figured out. You want to have a farm with chickens.
Oh, I do.
Oh, about that one. Because we're going to be one picking up all the poop, and
You don't pick up chicken poop.
where does it go?
Fertilizer.
It's not just going to sit in their chicken coop.
Well, then what if they're just free range, though, in our yard? You just mow it, and it's fertilizer.
Mow, so that I just shove chicken poop all over my lawnmower. And at that point in my life, I never really enjoy and keep my lawnmower clean and nice. So I don't want chicken. I have to have a separate chicken.
Last episode, we talked a little bit about, someone asked us, are we building a house? Because that was like the big town gossip in Casper, Wyoming, was that the Wilsons are building this huge house. And we touched on that a little bit. And I think that we aren't ready to put down roots right now because we don't know what life is going to look like post NFL. We don't know if an opportunity is going to come up for either Logan or myself in a different state where we're like, let's go explore this for a couple years, or we don't know what that's going to look like. End goal, I think, would be somewhere in Wyoming, or if we did, Colorado would be another option. But if we did Colorado, we would want to be somewhere in like a smaller mountain town. Where I grew up, it's just gotten so busy, and I don't know. I love that small town feel, but also having a place that has good amenities too, I think is important.
I think we both could probably attest to this. I feel like we've appreciated, like, when we go back to Wyoming, just like the peace and quiet of being in like the nature, like more than we probably did when we were there.
Yeah.
Like drawing, I mean,
Oh yeah. Yeah.
same thing anyway. You just like appreciate it a little bit more. Because I was just texting Sam Hubbard because he went to Yellowstone.
Yeah.
Like last weekend on a guy's fishing trip, and he's just like, dude, it's just so peaceful out here
Yeah.
in Yellowstone. Like, just I get why people want to live out there. So
Yeah. I think that especially just with our world nowadays, I love the idea of simplicity, quiet, I was talking to our neighbor across the street. So where our house is at, here, and we live in Kentucky, we have a city view, and I love it. Like, I absolutely love it, but I wouldn't choose to like retire here. A lot of people in our neighborhood, they are older, and this is like their forever home. This is like where they are going to grow old. I wouldn't choose this. And he asked me, he was like, not many people say that they wouldn't choose this. Like, what's your reasoning? And I'm like, I think because I grew up in a small farm community, farm town. Logan's from Wyoming. He grew up obviously there. This, like, it's beautiful. I love to look at the city, but it's not what I find to be like I wouldn't want to spend the rest of my life here. I want land. I want to look at nature.
Yeah.
I want to touch grass.
It's hard to having the ability to go to the mountain in 15 minutes.
Yeah.
And go be in the forest or at a cabin or camping or whatever, or hunting or fishing, or and also having the ability to go to a body of water, to get on a boat, all within like 20 minutes of your surroundings.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. It's just really nice to have that ability to kind of just do it.
Yeah.
Outside.
I want that for our kids too. Like Cambry, she's at an age, she loves the outdoors. Like, that girl could be outside all day long and she would love it. And I want her to have that openness. I want our future kids to have that ability to just go outside and run and play and not worry about getting dirty. And we don't have that here. I mean, we have a yard. It's very small. We have a little front yard, and then it's the street. Like, I want land for them to be able to just go crazy and play with worms, go dig up a rock. Like,
Wyoming, they'll understand.
Yeah.
Jake can attest.
Yeah.
You.
Yeah, we love it. All right, let's do one more question. Or how are we on time?
Yeah, we're in pretty good shape.
Okay. Let's see. So, question for both of us: favorite ways to stay strong in your faith, and then also second part to that question: what does church look like for us during the season, being that games are on Sundays?
I don't think church. We don't really have the ability to go to church.
Yeah.
Like, we tried. I think there's a Thursday night service at Crossroads that we tried going to.
We did when I was pregnant with Cambry, because that's when your massage was on Friday. So you were done normal time on Thursday.
Yeah. And then when we had her, then it just makes everything a lot more difficult, especially that late.
Yeah.
It was like a 7 o'clock service.
I think it is 6. Yeah. Yeah.
And so I'd have to get home from work and try to chow something in like,
and then leave.
10 minutes.
Yeah.
And leave.
Yeah.
And it just, honestly, it was difficult to make work, especially with how much like outsourcing of body work and like doing Pilates, and chiropractor. It's like all these different things that you have to do outside. And so, I just try to go to chapel every Saturday night, depending on when we play. It's usually Saturday night, away or home. And our team chaplain is Vinny Ray, who used to play here in Cincy for the Bengals. But he doesn't always do the away ones. Like, sometimes he'll have a guest speaker come in, or Troy, our wide receivers coach, will do it, and he's done a very good job. So
his wife is amazing too.
Yeah. So
yeah.
And there's been a really good turnout this year, I feel like, in terms of the amount of people. Like, usually it's in the smaller room in one of the hotels that we're at, and they've been pretty packed this year.
Really?
At least so far.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's good to see. And so, I try to, I sometimes forget, I'm not perfect by any means, but I try to read the, I forget what it's called, Tony Dungy's, it doesn't have the title on the book, the daily devotion.
Oh, yeah. It's just like a men's like daily.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tony Dungy, who is obviously an all-time great NFL coach and outspoken Christ follower. He has a lot of good like messages about like stuff he's learned while he was in the league, and how it's just like he's had his ups and downs throughout the league. So that's a good daily devotional that try to do.
Yeah. And really like putting it, I feel like, into context with just like your daily life. Is cool.
Yeah, because like what we do is not. It's just it's
hard to relate to if you're not in it.
Yeah.
Us together, like, I mean, we always like pray over our meals. We always pray together at night. We touched last episode a little bit of like how we use things that we learned in premarital counseling, check-ins that we still do with each other. But I would say during the season, we have to make our church in a non-conventional way. We aren't able to every Sunday go attend church and then also make it to the stadium like by around noon for 1:00 game. So for me, we do a women's Bible study every week on Wednesdays. So that's really like my quote unquote church, I feel like, because we do a Bible study together. Like it's a weekly thing. So every day there's something that we're doing, and then we get together on Wednesdays and share that. Last week we opened with worship, which was super, super cool and moving. Cassidy, BJ Hill's wife, has a beautiful voice. So she did worship for us. Couple study, that'll be huge for us too, to be able to just like get into the word. But yeah, I would say same as Logan, like I spend time every morning reading something, studying something. So I think that you just have to make the time for it, even though as parents in a grueling career right now, like you don't have as much time as you would like to pour into it. But I think church is wherever you make it. And I feel like we just really try to implement like God into many parts of our days rather than just saying like we have this conventional hour and a half on Sundays.
Yeah, I was just thinking about how we prayed before dinner, and like Ambry knows.
Yeah.
Have her plate ready, and she'll be like, no, girlie, we gotta pray first. And so then like we hold her hands out, and she puts her hands in both of our hands.
Yeah.
And like looks at us both while we're praying, and then as soon as we're done and we both say amen, she goes, amen.
Amen.
She's ready to eat. But she's got it down to.
Yeah.
She did a really good job. We've been doing that with her for a long time. But the first time we got her to
Yeah.
and it was like, oh my gosh, this
I think she was like 10, 11 months old. We were in Tampa.
in the high chair.
Yeah. She goes, I think she said men.
Men.
And we looked at her and we were like, wait, what? But yeah, I think that during the season, we have to find those times. During the off season, it's a lot easier. But I would just encourage people, obviously attend church. It's so important, but there are so many different ways you can grow in your faith outside of just being inside a building. And I think that's what you just have to do in this season of life.
In our situation, for sure.
Yeah. All right. Week 3, episode 3 is a good one. Wrapping it up. I'm excited for this weekend. Excited to watch you play. Hopefully kick butt.
Yeah. Played at, I think, noon their time.
Oh, they're Central?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't realize that. Yeah.
So it'll be different. And they played, I think, 2 night games, Monday night and then Sunday night.
Yeah.
Last 2 weeks.
Yeah. So we're excited.
Yeah. Never been. I don't know if I've been to Madison.
Is that where the Mall of America is?
Mm-hmm.
You have been there. I think you guys played a preseason game there because I remember you guys went to the Mall of America.
I don't recall this. Are you making something?
I don't know. I could be.
Anyways, like, subscribe,
Comment.
comment.
Let us know. I mean, anything you guys like to see. We would love to bring it on a couple guests during the season. So if there's anyone in particular that you'd love to hear from or hear their story, let us know. But thank you guys for being here. We love doing this. It's a highlight of our week. And we'll catch you next week.